of networking on social media. What's your take on just social media as a whole? Because I've realized, here recently, last year or two, you kind of have fallen back a little bit off of social media, you know what I'm saying? And at one point, you was on social media pretty heavy, and now I see that you really not on it so much. So for you, what was your reasoning for falling back off social media?
Oh man, I'd say probably the biggest reason was personal. It was getting away from situations, maybe just separating myself from social media, because I guess I was so engaged, right? You still do music, so you can understand as an artist, it is so hard without social media.
Definitely.
Like in that business in today, if you're on social media and music, I really don't know if you are an actual musician, right? Like it's almost like if you're a carpenter, you'd have to have a hammer.
Yeah.
If you're a rapper, you have to have social media.
Yeah. It's crazy. Not even the mic no more. Social media. No. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So for me, I think when music kind of stopped, for me personally, that I just didn't really feel a need. I felt like it was kind of full of people just sharing their lives, right? And at the time, I really didn't have a lot to share. I didn't have a lot going on, and I think the reason I didn't have a lot going on because I was so focused on social media and everybody else. What do they call it? Comparison is a dream killer. Mm-hmm. And I think at what point I had to turn it off, and it was hard. It was hard to. I remember going a week, and I was like, man, I haven't posted anything for a week. 7 days.
Yeah.
And I really thought that was something. And now, pretty sure it's been almost 2 years. I know it's been a little over a year and a half, and I haven't posted. I do get on every once in a while, usually for business. But I don't know, man. I just feel like it's full of all the entertainment that I would like that I absolutely don't need. Drama-filled. It's always a story about something. There's always something trending. Like there's just, I don't know, man, maybe it's age. The activity of having to stay on social media and staying in that realm is exhausting for me.
Yes, that's interesting that you answered it like that, man, because I get that a little bit too, that I get that same feeling. But like you said, it's almost makes you feel robotic, almost like
Yes.
you like a robot. Like you have to, like you said, for you, when you noticed you hadn't posted nothing in a week, it was a big thing to you because it's like you feel like, damn, it's like social media has become so a part of our lives. It's almost like it's like getting up, brushing your teeth. It's like a daily routine for most of us.
First thing we do in the morning is grab our phones.
Yeah, before you even yawn, you grabbing your phone, you checking your notifications, and I had to disengage a little bit too. Like you said, I haven't been able to fully disengage because I do music, and like you said, at this point, even when you out and about, you can't do music. You really can't do damn near anything without somebody saying, "Oh man, what's your social media? What's your Instagram? What's your Twitter? What's your Snapchat, Facebook, whatever?" You know what I'm saying? So it is. It's sometimes it can be overwhelming just from a standpoint of, I know for me as an artist, I'm like, damn, like I need to promote. At least that's how I feel. I need to promote my music every day, And then some days you just wake up, man. You human. You don't feel. You're not. Sometimes I don't even think about music. You know what I'm saying? But then at the same time, I'm like, if I'm not gonna promote it, if I'm not gonna push it, who is? So even when you don't, and they say that you got to do the things that even when you don't feel like doing them. You know what I'm saying?
So I'll tell you, I used to take social media pretty personal. Everything's about likes. Likes were kind of being accepted.
Yeah.
It wasn't about them liking it was the acceptance of somebody going, whether it was my friend, like we talked about on the support thing. And I felt out of all these years before social media, support come in many forms of like passing information on, word of mouth. But the fact that people won't even click a like or give a love or give some kind of feedback when it's completely free, it takes no more than 10 seconds to do. But people will do that. And it's people that are close to you. And I felt that social media was allowing for me to take things personal. Sometimes it was, I'm sure, and sometimes it wasn't.
Yeah.
But I took everyone like it was. And that was the exhausting part to me. New song or new track or something new. that I'm hyped up about. I've showed it to 4 or 5 people. I'm like, this is it, man. People are going to just fly over it.
Yeah.
7 likes later, I'm feeling like a failure. And I didn't fail, right?
Right.
You know, but for some odd reason, I'm allowing other people the power by not liking something to say that I failed.
Because that's I would say that's a con of social media. That's, you know, you have the pros and your cons. That's clearly a con. And that's for most people, whether they admit it or not. When your posts get a lot of likes, it's like, oh, I'm lit. You know what I'm saying?
It's a dopamine thing.
When you don't get the likes, especially when it's something that you feel like should get a lot of likes, you know, something good that you feel like you created, you're like, damn, it'll make you feel like, man, ain't nobody rocking with me. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because social media, right? Like, we'll just take Facebook. You can have, is it 5,000 friends, I think is your max you can have.
Limit, yeah.
And then on Instagram, Twitter, you can have as many followers or whatever. But everybody on social media got all these followers, all these friends, but so many people still feel lonely. Ain't that crazy? Like, and that just lets you know that it's fake. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real in the sense that, yeah, we're all on it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of real, we all are on these platforms, but
while we're by ourselves.
Lonely still, fake. You know what I'm saying? Like,
wow.
And I can admit, even myself, man, there's been times where, you know, I expect certain people to like certain stuff. And it'd be the people. It's not necessarily more so just like, oh, I expect you to like everything I post. But it's like when I know you're active, you know what I'm saying? Certain people you see, because sometimes, you know, like they'll like, let's just say a celebrity's page or a status on a celebrity. That'll flash across your screen. It'll say,
so like this post.
Exactly. Yep. So it's like, man, I know you active and I know you see what I'm posting. So it's like, damn, bro, you like the celebrity that don't even know you exist, you commenting happy birthday on they post. You know what I'm saying?
And I ain't heard one in 5 years.
Yeah, man. To me, that's just, it's weird energy. You know what I'm saying? That's just super weird. But I mean, I'm at a stage in my life now where I don't let stuff like that bother me, but I do in the back of my mind, I would be lying to say if I didn't look at a person different that moves like that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and I think too is, you know, while people think they can hide behind, you know, social media, it becomes so apparent like how the character of the person is by things they do.
Yeah.
And people go, well, I can just kind of play a good life and make it look like I have a good life, right? Some of us know better.
Yeah.
You know, and
true.
I didn't want to get sucked into the game of me always trying to prove that my life was good. Because at the time, man, my life was rough.
Yeah.
2017, 2016, going into 2018. It was just a lot that happened. And I just, at what point, I was exhausted, man. And I think social media, it's good. I definitely want to say I wouldn't have got so many views on my YouTube. All the opportunity, like everything that I've had, especially with my music career, I had none of that without social media.
Yeah.
So it's almost like I would never say you should avoid social media at all, because that would be a lie, because I had a lot of stuff that happened. But at the same time, take it for what it is. When you see somebody doing good, just congratulate them. But there's probably a chance that some of those people are not doing it.
Oh, a big chance. I feel like more so than not. You know, that's like I said, that's another kind. Like I tell people, man, everybody, the pictures that they post in, man, they took that picture 15, 20 times to get that picture, to make it look that good, or use that filter that makes it perfect. You know what I'm saying?
I don't have that kind of time left. Even if I got 30 years, I don't have that kind of time.
You like, that's the reason. That right there is the reason why I'm not on there like that. Yeah, because like you said, it's so fake. And then one thing I'll say, man, that trips me out when people be like, man, I don't even be on there like that. I don't even be on. It's like, man, cut the bullshit, man. We all
always
on
have
here.
Their phone in their hand.
You always on there. I seen it. Like you said, I seen you like such and such celebrities posts, and you wish them happy birthday, bro. You on there, bro? Quick. You just don't rock with me like that. Just keep it a stack. And like you said, it's not even that personal. But a person to say, oh, man, you can't judge me from what I post on social media. And rightfully so. Sometimes, some people do know how to separate real life from social media, and you just on there having fun. You posting whatever you want to post, which is cool. But like you said, oftentimes, man, your character does show through your social media, you know, oftentimes, you know, because I know some people in real life and I see how they move on social media, and it might not be exactly the same, but if you know that person, you're like, yeah, they on here fronting. They
it's
on here,
full.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? They a whole different person on social media, but really they're not. Because really they're a clown on social media and the clown in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. So
I remember when you and I first met, like actually like hooked up. And, you know, I don't know how, I've never asked you like how you felt, but I remember going, dude is literally just like he is on his Facebook.
Yeah.
Like the way our conversations, your opinion, like nothing changed.
Yeah.
People have gotten so good at being chameleons, blending into every situation. And I was the same thing because that's what you do to stay with the in crowd. The in crowd used to only be in schools. You know, now the in crowd is in society.
Yes, it is.
You know, so I said, well, I can figure out one way to stop doing that. And that was disconnecting. And it got real lonely because now these people that I thought were important in my life, and I'm not saying if anybody's watching, I'm not saying there's still not people that I care about, but there was a lot more people that didn't really care about me or what I was doing. And that's fine.
Yeah.
Social media is a clown circus sometimes. And I don't know how many times you've been to the circus, but about once every 5 years for me.
Yeah.
But I was doing it multiple times a day.
Every day.
Every day. And I was being part of the yak sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, get involved.
But I will say this: would you say in disconnecting from social media? I know you said it got lonely at times, but would you say it's about a sense of peace though, more peace?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is by far almost one of the best decisions I've ever made.
That's dope. There
is so many people that I have not talked to in a long time. I think, you know, my family. I don't really have much of a connection with my family since my parents left, and I remember kind of going, it's all right. You know, I was mad at first. I'm like, you know, the time that I need my friends and family, right, is usually when your parents are passing. You know, I lost my best friend and both my parents in 5 years. That was a lot. And I remember being grateful that I was not so socially connected.
Yeah.
Because I know it would have felt different. Because especially with social media, when you see somebody getting down or something, man, people jump ship. Like they want nothing because, you know, man, it's just always bad vibes. Dude, I lost both my parents and my best friend. I'm sorry I'm not in the best mood.
Yeah, I'm human. This is really what I'm going through. I'm not going to put on and act like I'm all right when I'm not.
No, and in what fact, I may not act like anything's wrong, but I'm not going to act like everything's all right.
Right.
I remember getting a phone call. I thought, man, it's probably one of the homies. And I pick it up, and it's this girl. And she said, hey, Shine, this is so-and-so. She's like, are you sleeping? Of course, I'm like, well, it's 4:30 in the morning. You know, probably. I said, no, I'm good. I said, what's happening? She's like, I'm struggling right now. And she said, I could use a prayer. Bro, I had never talked to her about praying. I had never talked to her about anything. But I met her through social media. And, you know, I haven't even talked to her since.
That's dope. That's dope. Did you pray for her?
I did. We prayed right on the phone. And when I got off, I thought, out of all the people, why me? You know, because I've really never talked about it. But the fact that maybe she thought that I was somebody who wouldn't judge her because of what I'd been through. But like, why me? Like there's so many people that could pray for you that probably knows how to do it better. You know, I don't know, but like, why me? Why at 4 a.m?
But you say why me? You know, I like to always say why not me. So it's why not you? You know, something like, and I get why you saying why me, because y'all didn't even have that type of relationship. Never talked about that, but that just it was something about you, your being that wanted her to open up to you and ask you to do that. And then, like you said, for you to not have even talked to her since then. But I guarantee you, she'll never forget that moment. You know what I'm saying, in her life. And
we never had there was nothing bad. We just, when I got off social media, I didn't just disconnect from the people I wanted to disconnect from. It was pretty much everybody.
And like you said, with social media, for me, like I'll act a fool on there. I'll post some memes, some funny shit. But usually I'm on there posting music. You know, That's my main purpose. Really, if I didn't do music, I probably wouldn't even be. I ain't gonna say I wouldn't be on social media, but I definitely wouldn't be on it much. And if
it wasn't for the music,
if it wasn't for the music, and those that really know me, like they know, like me and my cousins and stuff, we get together and shit, and. They like one of my cousins, my big cousin, he was like, damn, man, I noticed, man, you ain't been on social media at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, why, man? I'm with my family. We having fun. We was watching the game. You know what I'm saying? We was like at an Airbnb, you know, me, my cousins and my brothers. And so, like, in real life, man, I'm not one of them people, because it's gotten to the point where social media dominates people's lives so much to the point where you at a festival or you out somewhere supposed to be having family
in
fun.
the moment, right?
And you not in the moment because you got to show everybody that
you're in the moment.
Exactly. Look what I'm doing. You got to prove to everybody what you doing, you know? So, and I'm the opposite.
Isn't that weird?
That is weird.
Like, and I've
But
never,
it's not, but it's weird. It is weird only when we talk about it outwardly. But it's the
Not when
norm.
we do
It's normal. You know what I'm saying? This is the new world. This is, you know, the world that we live in. But it is kind of weird. Like people, even when you look at concerts and comedy shows, well, a lot of comedy shows, they don't let people,
lock their cell phones up.
Yeah, lock their cell phones up. But it's just like, man, that's crazy though. You at a concert and that's all you see is a bunch of cell phones. Like, so people just want to show
lights
people
on, holding it up, right?
Yeah, and everybody's doing the same thing. It's like, okay, so 20,000 people was at the Beyonce show. We know that already. You know what I'm saying? Like, just enjoy the show. Like, I don't know, man.
Is it a
cool.
competition to see who got the best view?
Maybe so. I don't know. It's weird, man. It's definitely weird.
I'll post my ticket with my seat on it if I want to do that.
Yeah.
I want to take a picture. Like, look how close I am to Beyonce. She doesn't care.
Right.
She got your money. With your $1,000 iPhone, Apple got their money. Ticketmaster got their money. The outfit you bought, they got their money.
Yeah, just enjoy the show. And like I said, I'm not saying you can't get no footage, but I mean the whole show though. The whole hour set.
Going live on Facebook for 85 minutes.
Like, come on, man. It's like, to me,
it gets old, yeah.
That's crazy. But I will say, on the good side of social media and networking, man, like you said, just doing music, man, some of the features that I've got, the show opportunities that I've gotten have been solely because of me pushing the music on social media.
The fans that you've reached.
The fans, yeah.
20 years ago, you couldn't reach international.
Nah, you couldn't. It was almost virtually impossible unless you got a major deal or something. So I will say the networking process is dope because you can network with, I didn't network with people from the Netherlands, from places that I never have stepped foot at. But I got people there that rock with me heavy, you know what I'm saying, through social media. So I think that's definitely a good part.
That's where the real power comes in, is being able to connect with people you could never connect for, especially me. Like, without social media, oh, Jesus, I'd be a hermit if I didn't have any little bit of the business or, stuff. And like I said, sometimes I'll get on, I'll literally swipe for 10 seconds. Guess what? Everybody that I'm friends with, they all get a like.
Yeah.
But that's not very long.
Yeah.
And I literally got to the point back when I was really hard. I remember looking at the same stuff, right? And social media is so full of people posting other people's stuff that I've already seen 13 times.
Yep.
Also, they can get paid too.
Yep.
So I feel like it's a money grab for some people. And all it does is just clutter up more shit than I don't need to see.
Yeah.
I remember getting on TikTok when it first came out. I laid down my phone after 2.5 hours, and I was upset at myself because I told myself 4 or 5 times, like, come on, man, get off. Get off for
it's hard to do, boy.
10 minutes.
It's hard.
And they're 10, 15, 20 seconds long. How much content do you have to consume to fill an hour with things that don't last even a minute?
But that's what they want.
It's the
quick, repetitive content, the fun, and then like you said, then you see people just trying too hard. People making skits and doing pranks where it's staged and they act like it's not staged. But I mean, like you said, everybody trying to get their money. I get that. Everybody getting their hustle on. The biggest thing I say about social media, once I realized that, man, these likes and comments and stuff, they not gonna pay my bills in real life. They don't really mean nothing, really. Because guess what? If this app, just like before Facebook, it was MySpace, and before that, it was Yahoo Chat or what, I don't know. It's always been
AOL.
something. Exactly, AOL. It's gonna be something. You got Instagram, Twitter. Man, if these apps just got deleted, then all the content, all the statuses, all the tweets that you posted, it's gone. It's so, you know what I'm saying? It don't have that much power. You should not let, and I know it's hard because some people are so embedded in these apps, but you should not let likes and all that control your mood. You know what I'm saying? You got once I learned that, and I'm like, you know what, man, it is what it is. I appreciate the love, everybody that's showing love to this podcast, to my music, to whatever, whatever I'm doing, but it's not gonna it's not that serious. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna continue making moves in real life, in real time. Connect with those on social media that's serious about making moves in real time, and we're gonna keep it pushing just like that.
And that's really it. And I think it's with anything you have the good side and the bad side, right? So I will say the bad side of social media is it gets people addicted. It gets people addicted to content, to a lot of bad habits. A lot of people are having neck problems and back problems. Do you know why?
Oh man, that's crazy.
Because they're looking at their cell phones.
Yep.
I think it's getting away from the fact that you feel you need social media and using it only for the fact of what you need to, whether it's business. If you want to use it for entertainment, that's fine. But an alcoholic doesn't drink 24 hours a day.
Yeah, limit yourself. Definitely.
Limit yourself.
And just know you ain't missing nothing. So you're not missing nothing. Like because I think that's the reason people be on social media all day, every day. They think they're going to miss something. So just, you ain't got to worry about staying in the loop. It is what it is. Like social media can be good, bad, just like anything else. But hey, keep networking, keep building. Let's get it.
Look, I've been a ghetto soldier from the bottom in the slums. Pissy hallways, this is rotten as it comes. Ride around the streets holding choppers with the drums. Now my cake stacked high, but I got it with the